Good morning.
Good morning.
It's about 6:15, I think, in the morning. We're mostly packed up. We're just gonna go run up, grab some breakfast from Windjammer, and then come back down, grab our stuff, and probably head off soon. Yeah. So, welcome to day 9 of our Independence of the Seas cruise. Northern City Escapes. We're back in Southampton and traveling home today. I know. I'm
Happy to be home.
I'm rather
Not happy to travel.
I wish it was instantaneous. Over.
Just poof.
Yeah, that would be amazing. Like flu powder. I'd even take that.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go grab some breakfast.
Yeah. All right, quick breakfast.
Okay, we made it to the airport. It's a really harrowing morning. It's about a little after 11. It's 11:05 right now. We left the ship at like 7, so it's been a journey. But we made the bus station. Bus took us here. It was kind of a journey to get like up really long lines at United to drop our bags off, and then made it through security. Security was a lot faster than bag drop off.
Yeah.
I was worried with bag drop off if security was going to be just as bad.
We got there right as they opened up a new line, so that was helpful, I think.
That worked out. And now we're at the London's Pride pub and dining in Terminal 2. So we're going to eat some lunch because I'm dying. And then hopefully find some water, find some Starbucks. Maybe do a little bit of shopping. I don't know. Right now we have like 2 hours until our plane takes off. And obviously you have to board before then, so probably like an hour and a half, hour 40.
Yeah.
But I'm just glad we made it inside. Whether or not our bags make it at this point, I don't care. As long as we make it, the humans, that's all that really matters right now.
Yeah.
The bags can come later because it's stressful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So we took, to kind of piggyback off of what Lauren was saying, we booked this service from a bus service called National Express, and it took us more or less, it was a 15-minute walk from the ship, and the tickets, we paid for expedited services to terminals 2 and 3, which is where we needed to be. We paid for an extra bag, we paid for assigned seats. The assigned seats worked out. Nobody ever checked if we were bringing on additional bags. They checked our tickets, which was cool. And then we proceeded to stop. Lauren is correcting my vlogging at the moment. We stopped at a random bus station about an hour outside of Southampton, and then we stopped directly at terminals 4 and 5, and then the gateway to Terminal 2 and 3 was just another bus station that they just dropped us off at and were like, good luck, and then they drove away. So, not happy at all.
It wasn't super direct.
Not happy at all
I don't
with
know
National
if that's
Express.
the most direct thing, but it didn't feel like it, so that was a little stressful.
No, and what sucks is that I paid specifically for the bus to take us to our terminal, and that was not what we got at all. So, highly do not recommend National Express. Maybe we'd give the shuttle, like from Royal Caribbean to Heathrow, maybe we'd give that a shot next time we're here next year. But I'm not going to be using National Express again. It was a lot of money, and yeah, not happy.
Okay, it is very clearly not the same day.
Welcome to Heathrow.
Yeah. So we just wanted to wrap up our travel home video and final reflections because the day was a lot more rushed than we had expected. So
basically all airplane.
Yeah. So we are back home now, and we wanted to debrief and share our final thoughts on the trip. And I don't know if this is going to be interesting or not, but we also are decorating we have these 2 shelves in our hallway. Right now they're themed to Iceland, but we thought with this big trip that we wanted to put our souvenirs up here. So we're just kind of doing that while we're talking. So if it's awkward or weird, it's just a couple minutes of this video, so sorry.
And if it's bad enough, you'll never see it. So
I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay, Devin. What did you think about this ship versus other ships?
So I know we mentioned some of it like while we were on the ship, but it being kind of an upgraded version of the Voyager class, I'm a big fan of.
Yeah.
Big fan. I definitely, if it had a Starbucks, it would be maybe my favorite ship.
That's fair. I did really... Yeah, I really liked the ship too. Agree about the Starbucks, that's for sure.
Okay, Lauren's turn.
Devin's not very good at doing 2 things at once. He's supposed to be building a Lego right now, and he can't.
Well, because it's all right. Here, I'll show you the final product once we're done. It's fine. What was your favorite port, Lauren?
My favorite port is a toss-up. I have a hard time picking a favorite. It's a tie between Oslo, Norway, and Hamburg, Germany. I liked Oslo because I liked that it was just kind of like the first port, and so we were both really excited. And I liked that like we were just kind of doing our own thing, and just like exploring and seeing what we could find. And then in Hamburg, I just really loved that we did the Miniature Wonderland, and that we did. This is the piece you want. That we did the...
Why was it way over there?
Because it came in the box separately. Jesus Christ. This isn't going to work out. I liked the things that we did. Miniature Wonderland and the Choco Versum chocolate tour. I really enjoyed. So it's a toss-up between those 2. Devin, what do you think about this itinerary versus our other European itinerary?
Oh, it was way better. It's Paddington Bear. It was way better.
Yeah.
We're both really big fans of kind of the Nordic parts of the world. And just for various reasons, it's just more us, you know?
Yeah. This mug doesn't
the weather,
quite fit.
Weather's way better, in my opinion, than the Mediterranean. Yeah, the water's cooler. The North Sea was amazing.
Yeah. Definitely the weather was more intense than otherwise.
I thought it was perfect.
Debriefing about London. My favorite part about London was I loved Kensington Garden. I talked about that today with somebody. I just loved, like, I don't know, I just thought it was so beautiful there, and I loved seeing the, like, Princess Diana Memorial. I just thought it was so pretty there.
Yeah,
and, like, so peaceful.
That was gorgeous.
And just really well done. I loved that. Devin, do you think it's worth it to combine a land and sea adventure? This is our 2nd time doing a land and sea adventure. Would you think about it internationally versus when we did it in Florida?
I liked it. Maybe not as long. We didn't need as much time in London as we gave ourselves.
God, you're so wrong. We needed more time in London.
I don't feel like we did. London was fine. It's a big city. It's got a lot of history. I don't know. There's not a lot there that really interests me, and we spent like a week there seeing castles and stuff.
4 days.
And it was gorgeous. Don't get me wrong. But
Devin's wrong.
Okay.
Needing more time, because I think with more time we would have had the ability to do like excursions out to like other places, like seeing Oxford or seeing Stonehenge and like Highclere Castle that I really wanted to see from Downton Abbey. So I think like another day or two we could have had more time for that. And there's like still whole parts of London that we didn't see. It's crazy to me that Donna would say this.
Well, I don't know. London was expensive and the weather was not great while we were there. It was so hot. It was in the mid 80s the entire time we were there.
It was pretty hot.
And I don't know, I'd rather go to Norway.
Well, luckily we're going back to Norway. Maybe Scotland will be more your cup of tea next year.
Scotland looks amazing.
And then last reflection, which ports or countries would you want to revisit? I think it's clear that I would revisit England to see all the other areas that we didn't see. And Norway, we're definitely going to revisit Norway.
Oh, 100%.
What about Netherlands, Germany, and Denmark? Would you revisit?
Germany was awesome. I would definitely go. I'd go to Hamburg again, just because it's Hamburg.
Yeah.
But I definitely want to see more of Germany. Denmark was way cooler than I thought it was going to be.
It was beautiful there.
The people there were awesome. The architecture was fun. The history was fascinating. I honestly, after this, I don't really have a ton of interest in ever going back to the Netherlands.
We just had a really hard experience there because we were so late to port and had such a short amount of time. It's kind of a bummer.
No, I
made the whole day a bummer.
Because like that happened not necessarily through the same circumstances with Victoria, and I loved Victoria. I want to go back to Victoria. For me, it was really the vibe of the place. We talked about it a little bit on the ship.
Yeah. I think
Copenhagen was the only place that we went to that I felt like the United States. A lot of consumerism, fast food joints all over the place. Everything was paved. Architecture was beautiful. The people were kind, of course, but it just wasn't really my thing. I was there for the nature, the Nordic stuff, the ocean, and didn't really have
There's definitely
anything
more.
for me.
It felt more big city than some of the other parts
It was way
we
more
went
urban
to.
than I expected it to be.
I think other parts of the Netherlands would feel differently, but
Right, and that's not to discount. That's not what I'm doing. I'm not discounting the entirety of the Netherlands.
I was just saying, like, it's possible to feel something different.
Right,
About a different part.
I try Amsterdam, although Amsterdam feels like more of a party city for me, so I'm not really sure if that's going to fit our vibe. But yeah, I'm sure there are lots of places there that would be fun to visit. Just I would go to the other places that we talked about first.
Yeah, that's fair. But overall, it was a really great trip. We had a lot of fun, lots of memories, lots of souvenirs. So we'll give you a shot of the finished shelves, and then we'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.